So I didn't do a video yesterday because I had a lovely day yesterday. I felt great. I felt on top of the world. In fact, I felt like I should just invite James back into my life because I'm sorted and everything's perfect. And I shouldn't have split up with him. I shouldn't have let go of my dependent relationship because I'm not dependent. I can do anything that I want. But that's a transient emotion, and I need to secure some big things in my life before he gets back in. But I had a really lovely day yesterday, and I want to explain to you why I had such a lovely day yesterday, what I've been implementing into my life over the past few days that has been accumulating into this lovely feeling that I'm having at the moment, because I do feel good. And I do feel like I'm getting on top of what I want to get on top of, and I'm actually healing properly, healing my emotional body, healing my physical body, and making steps towards the progress that I want to make in my life with my artwork, with making friends. So I want to give you a brief synopsis over what's happened over the past couple of days for me. So yesterday was great, but I don't want to start with yesterday. I want to start with the day before. The day before yesterday was horrible. I was really anxious all day. I found it very difficult to concentrate. This is the day after James left. So James left on Wednesday, and I spent the entire day on Wednesday just fucking thrown to the wind, basically. I just couldn't concentrate on anything at all. Was crying a lot, felt really unbalanced and weird, and but I think I managed to, oh yeah, that's what I did. I managed to go to a writers meetup, which was lovely, and it was all about Sankalpa. So research Sankalpa. It's part of Yoga Nidra, and I actually need to do some research on it. I don't know why I'm telling you to go and do that, but it's an intention-based meditation, and it's brilliant. And then I spoke to my mum, and then the next day I had nothing really planned. It was a Thursday, and Thursdays are like my gap day when it comes to what I'm meant to be doing, or like every single day there's like 2 or 3 different events going on in Chiang Mai that I could go to if I wanted to, but Thursday was one that there wasn't really any events. So I had this kind of vague idea that I was going to go to a laughter yoga workshop, but man, oh god, I did not feel like laughing at all. I felt so sad and just upset, and like I really wouldn't be able to handle laughing at anything or doing anything about feeling happy at all. I was just a fucking weeping mess, basically. But I went, and I'm really glad that I went. The facilitator, I've been to one laughter yoga workshop before back in the UK, and it was really fucking weird. But it was quite a small room, and there was at least 25 people there because, yeah, and it just felt really cramped and weird, and there was nobody really my age there, and there was a lot of older people there. It was just really weird. I really didn't enjoy myself at all, and it wasn't explained as well as this one was in Chiang Mai. So I went to this laughter yoga workshop, and I was a young woman running it about my age, and she was just brilliant. She really knew her shit. She knew what she was doing, and she explained the physical benefits of it prior to actually starting it. So, and the one thing that got me was the body doesn't know the difference between fake laughter and real laughter. It releases the same endorphins. So she had me at that. And also the other thing that really made a difference for me is I wasn't pretending to be happy. I was sad. Everyone else, we went around the room and everyone else was all right. And I said, she said, tell us your name and a bit about why you're here today, and then do a weird laugh. And I was like, oh God, I don't want to fucking do any laugh, let alone like try and force out this weird fake laugh. so I tried. I said to her, I said to the group, I said, my name's Chloe, and I really don't feel like laughing today. And I did my weird laugh, which was just my normal laugh, only a bit more forced. But it was really good letting other people know that I wasn't feeling great. And actually I was all right with that, because I had every reason to feel weird and upset and a bit traumatized, because this is a difficult time for me. And it's nice that I've accepted that, you know, and I feel a lot more in myself than when James is around. So I really want to solidify this within myself, because I love him dearly. But whenever he's around, he kind of takes charge of everything. And there's this undercurrent that he thinks that he knows better than me. He thinks he knows better than everyone, because he is very, very intelligent. But he doesn't know what's better than me for my life. The problem is since I've met him, I love him so much, and because the dynamic is I put him on a pedestal when I'm around him, I get crippling self-doubt. So whenever he's just doing stuff and he thinks he knows better for me, he does do stuff like that undermines my abilities, not consciously. In fact, out of love more than anything, you know, like he's given me this job. And without working for James at the moment, I wouldn't be able to stay in Thailand at the moment. I'm still relying on him for money. When I came out here, I wasn't. A lot of stuff happened. So yeah, but he gave me that job it wasn't a handout, because I'm doing work for him, but it's still like I'm working for him and he's paying me, and like, you know, I was relying on him for many things. Anyway, I could go on about that forever. Where was I? I can't remember. Laughter yoga. Yeah, so I felt really good after laughter yoga, and then I came crashing back down to reality again. But it gave me hope, you know, it gave me hope that one, I can change my emotional state when I want to, and two, that there are other people who are just as weird and wonderful as me, who want to come to weird things like that. And actually it was nice. It was a very small group, it was 5 people. And at the end of each little group session that we did, and just being ridiculous, we would throw our hands in the air and go, very good, yay, you know, like, and my adult, logical, critical self is just like, no, I don't want to do that, no. And then, but my inner child was just like, oh my God, I get to play. And I felt that inside of me, and I was like, oh fuck, I have been ignoring that for so long. So it was lovely. It was really great doing that. I really enjoyed myself. But yeah, then I came home and I was just feeling really crushed. I hadn't eaten enough that day either. I had this is it, like, I'm still figuring out my food. So I'd eaten 600 calories by the point that this had finished, which was 3 p.m. So I'd eaten 600 calories, and it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And because I've been sleeping too great, obviously, and my sugar levels were just like fucked. So I just came home and I started crying on the floor. But the other thing that was so lovely, the universe is just sending me such blessings at the moment, and I'm so appreciative of it. Thank you, don't stop. Don't stop. But I was crying on the floor, and my dad's ex-girlfriend messaged me, and she was like, hi, how you doing? And I was like, man, I'm really not doing alright. mm. She was like, oh, I said I was going to message my dad, but I don't know if he's around. And I'm actually speaking to my dad later today and doing laughter yoga again today, which is nice. So we'll see how that happens, see how that works. Very, very, yeah. So, and then she was just like, oh, you should call me. And we called, and she was just like, I am so sorry to hear that you're in such a horrible place. You're such a wonderful girl. I want to be your stepmother. And I was just there like, I need a stepmother. like I need another parent, because god damn it. Yeah, so that happened, and I just feel so loved and supported by the elders in my life. I really do feel like not just the people who are, not just her and my mother and my father, but I also am really feeling a deep sense of connection to the older people in my life, but also I just feel like there's this real ancient, dormant, ancestral kind of support, really, that I haven't felt before for a while. I haven't felt before ever, really, which is so lovely now. So, and also yesterday I had a wonderful day. A couple of days ago was horrible. Yesterday I had a wonderful day, and I asked my dad's ex-girlfriend about if she had cast a spell for me, because I come from she's a witch and a shaman, and my father's also a witch and a shaman. My mother's also a witch and a shaman. Well, she's not a shaman, but very, very witchy background. So I asked her if she cast a spell for me, and she had, and I felt it very powerful, very, very powerful. Yesterday was lovely. I want to go through my day with you. Yesterday I started off my day with 600 or 700. I had 600 calories in the morning. That was my breakfast, and I started off with that because I wanted to make sure that I get a good amount of calories in for breakfast. So I started off with that, and I didn't feel shaky for the rest of the day, which was great. Then I went to the park and met up with some of my friends, and that was really lovely. It was really nice feeling new energies and feeling myself. Yesterday I wore a little bit of mascara, and that's it. And I had my skin's pretty bad under here, to be honest. It's calmed down a little bit today, but the scarring is pretty bad. So I went out yesterday just barefaced, didn't give a fucking shit, basically, and felt so good for it. Felt really, really nice just being myself and thinking, I don't need to be sexy, I don't fucking care. I really don't fucking care at the moment. And it was just so liberating, and I felt very open towards people. So I did that, and I ate really well yesterday. I ate a lot of raw food. So I've been finding out a lot about raw food, and a lot of why I've been feeling quite shitty recently, actually. I haven't been focusing on what I've been eating specifically, I've just been eating anything as long as I consider it healthy. But that means that I've been eating 250 grams of almonds in a day, or, a whole bag of granola in a day, and lots of almond milk, quite a lot of fat. And since I've been tracking my calories and my ratios and my micro and macronutrients, to the gram, I've realised that, even now I'm eating 99.9% raw, trying to keep it really low fat, trying to keep it quite low fat anyway. Yesterday I still got 45 grams of fat, and my omega-3 to 6 ratio was way off the fucking hook. And that is not good for your endocrine or mental health. So no wonder I was feeling like shit. No wonder my skin has been breaking out. And the past 4 days, since I've been really fucking tapping into eating a lot of greens, a lot of raw food, and celery as well for natural sodium. I've had a big problem with inflammation and water retention over the past couple of years, specifically since I've cut salt out of my diet, funnily enough. And I was told to do that by Freely Enduring Rider, who, in my opinion, Freely's stupid, and she was being led along by Duran Rider. She was just a complete fucking mess of a woman who found this guy who was a narcissistic asshole who had a lot of information and was basically used by him to make a lot of money, and then they broke up. So everyone's got issues, you know, but when I was 21 and I was looking at her body and I was thinking, holy fuck, like, I want to be really, really slim and fit and sexy like that too. Fuck, why can't I have that? So I tried and I cut out all of the salt and I started getting a shit ton of edema. But so yeah, started adding celery back into my diet, or sodium, natural sodium, and I feel very, very, like, quite a lot leaner. I'll show you my stomach in a minute. So yeah, I did that. Been doing my artwork, been getting on Fiverr, got 2 gigs on Fiverr now, nice and professionally, like, laid out. Hopefully, like, I'm gonna get some advice on how to make that work. I want to be making $2,000 a month by the end of this year. You know, I've got enough to kind of subsist on at the moment out here, and then when I go back to the UK it'll be a little bit easier for me to subsist, but I want to make a living out of my artwork. That's what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna fucking bang on with that. You want to see what I did yesterday? This is my first book cover I'm doing for a client for his children's books. And I've got a couple more over there that you'll see. That one there, that's a emotional painting of the love that I feel for me and James whenever he's around. And then there's one over there, you can see a little bit. I'm going to do a video on that one soon. So I'll do a video on that, my prophetic dreams, because that is an illustration of a dream that I had that is actually exactly the reason why I am talking with you right now, so I'll do that. And keep at it, girl. This is well done for getting this long into this video, if you fucking watched this video for this long. Christ. But these aren't meant for entertainment value. This is meant for you know, for me to look back on in the future in like 2 or 3 years when I was just starting out back here, and also for other people to look back on to see what kind of a mess I was in, because like, a few days ago I was in a real mess, and oh god damn, if I had started documenting this from like the very fucking beginning, from like 5 years ago, wow, like, I should have done, really, because I was a suicidal heap of shit about 4 years ago. It was not a pretty sight. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Oh no, I'm gonna show you my stomach. I'll show you my stomach, and I'll show you something from the other day as well. So, oh, you can't really see that well, but you can see my ribs, man. Like, I'm never really this lean without working out all the time, and I haven't been working out for about a week now, so anyway, I'm gonna go now. Bye.